Hello, I'm Tina Thorstensen, ASU's Chief Information Security Officer, and welcome to the annual Information Security Training course. The mission of the Information Security Office is to protect the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of ASU's computing resources while still maintaining the open information sharing culture that's so important to us as an academic institution. This is a big job that no one person or unit can do alone. While the Information Security Office strives to provide the governance, policies, tools, and technology to help protect university resources overall, it's important for you to understand that as ASU faculty or staff, you are responsible for protecting, securing, and maintaining the university information and resources that are under your control. For more information on the information security policies and standards, visit getprotected.asu.edu. We appreciate you taking time to familiarize yourself with the most current ways in which information at the university could be at risk of exposure, how to protect it, and how to protect yourself.
Did you know, as a member of the ASU community, you are bound to ACD 125?
ACD 125 is ASU's acceptable use policy for computing and electronic communications to protect privacy and security. You are responsible for protecting your credentials, including accounts, passwords, and access, protecting the privacy and security of information and assets you maintain, and reporting concerns appropriately.
Colleges and departments are responsible for their systems and resources, including websites, research equipment, and employees' computers.
ACD 125 includes information about what you can connect to ASU's network. You must have advance authorization to install a wireless hotspot. An unprotected hotspot can give attackers a foothold on our network. Approval from the University Technology Office is required before installing a hotspot or connecting or changing any other computing or networking components on the ASU network.
Be smart and connect only to the official ASU network, ASU Guest, or ASU Encrypted network. If you connect from home or another wireless network, please use the Virtual Private Network or VPN. For more information or to read the policy, please visit our Get Protected site. ASU is a large target for would-be attackers and thieves because of the volume and types of sensitive information we store and handle, including academic records, insurance, personal health information, financial cardholder data, intellectual property, research data, and even some information that's important to keeping our national security safe.
All of these types of information are subject to state and federal laws and industry regulations. We're all responsible for protecting this information. ASU's data handling standard describes the proper ways to access, use, store, and transmit sensitive information, and even how and when to destroy it once it's no longer needed. You can read the data handling standard online by visiting Get Protected.
Two major requirements apply to nearly all types of sensitive information. Store data in an enterprise file system whenever possible, and when you need to store it on an individual device, make sure you encrypt it. The best solution to sensitive information storage is to not store it locally at all. This includes your PC, laptop, smartphone, hard drives, or other media. UTO offers Identity Finder software to help find and delete sensitive information you don't need to store on your computer. If you must store any sensitive information locally, keep it under lock and key. Make sure you have good backups and encrypt it. To see the tools we have available, please visit our Get Protected site.
Sensitive information should be encrypted at rest and in transit. At rest means when the data file is stored on any device or media, including on a network volume, in the cloud, or on a thumb drive. Be sure to encrypt your computer disk, mobile devices, and any backup or portable media, such as external hard drives. In transit means when the data is being transmitted across a network. Use the ASU VPN, encrypted Wi-Fi, and encrypted services such as SSL, and never send sensitive information by email, chat, instant message, or unencrypted fax or printer.
So if you can't store sensitive information locally, where can you store it? You can contact your desk site support staff for central storage options, including Dropbox and Google Drive.
ASU's data storage guidelines are available on Get Protected. While these guidelines offer considerations in choosing cloud-based storage solutions, We encourage taking advantage of the many solutions that are already in place and ready to use. The Information Security Office has published a matrix of campus and cloud-based storage solutions and the type of information that can be stored on each. To find that information and more from this video, please visit our Get Protected site. The easiest attacks are not always technical or complicated. In fact, many times it's the simple things that are the most successful. A criminal might not spend an hour prying open your front door with a crowbar if the back door were left open, or if he could convince you to open the door and let him in.
You hold the keys to AIST's resources, and that makes you an important layer in our defense strategy. If an attacker can access your computer, your ASU right password, or your email account, he or she can do everything that you can do and pretend to be you fairly convincingly. Inside access to our network is attacker's dream. Don't be the one who gives it away.
Attackers are sometimes very well funded, even to the point of being considered organized crime. They may use digital reconnaissance to find out things about you that can be helpful in guessing your passwords, profiling your time at work, or even contacting you and pretending to be someone you have a relationship with in order to gain sensitive information about you. You can protect yourself by limiting the amount of information about you that's publicly available. Check your privacy settings on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, any other site that you use. And don't use passwords that could be guessed by looking at those profiles.
Attackers also try phishing messages to trick you into giving them information or clicking on a harmful link. Know that ASU will never ask you for personal information by email, so any such messages are fakes. A message that creates a sense of urgency is probably designed to keep you from thinking smartly. Remember, when in doubt, check it out. If you receive a suspicious message or phone call, be cautious and report it to infosec@asu.edu.
Because you are a target, so is your stuff. Attackers may target anything that's connected to a network. It's called a lateral attack and may include phones, printers, smart TVs, home automation systems, appliances, and gaming consoles. If you can connect to your stuff on the internet, an attacker probably can too.
You can follow a few simple guidelines to help secure your connected devices. Change the default password and administrator ID, allow and use only encrypted connections, patch or update the device routinely, disable or restrict network-based management of the device, enable device authentication. For more information, please visit Get Protected. Within our university community, we have noticed a rise in phishing schemes. Phishing is an effective and low-cost way to disrupt services, steal data, and compromise systems.
Phishing is posing as another entity, such as a friend, a colleague, a business partner, in an attempt to get others to give up information, and is an unfortunately easy way for an attacker to access data in your email or systems accessible from your laptop or computer. Phishing can come in a variety of shapes and sizes and can travel quickly from your machine to colleagues. For instance, the attacker can use deceptive messages or content to trick you in giving up sensitive information, downloading a virus onto your computer, or even unknowingly assisting in an attack. Throughout this course, we will give you some tips and tricks to make sure you are not one of the people tricked. Lately, we've seen several instances of targeted phishing in our campus. Targeted phishing messages are more devious than standard phishing, as they often pose as legitimate people and are only sent to a small number of individuals that would normally do business with that person. These emails will come with a specific request for information, sometimes just to reply via email or to click a link. They use a number of tricks to make the message appear to be legitimate, so if something seems odd or unusual about a request, verify it with that person by another method, like picking up the phone. As a reminder, ASU will never ask for your password, social security number, or banking information by email.
Now that I understand what phishing is and what has been happening on our campuses, what are some things that I can be aware of to help protect myself?
Remember, the best phishing schemes tend to lead the user to believe that there is a sense of urgency. If you see an email that mentions, "click now or lose your email account," "open this attachment before you get arrested for this security violation," "payment due immediately," or "your mailbox is full, delete messages now," "enter your social security number or you will not receive your paycheck this week." If you receive an email that you think just isn't right, trust your instincts. Don't respond, do not click on any links, and do not open any attachments, and certainly do not do what it asks of you.
Thank you for those great pointers. Arizona State University takes your security and that of your personal information seriously, making substantial efforts and investment to protect your information. If you receive a suspicious email, please check out our phishing alerts page on Get Protected. For recent schemes, please report anything suspicious to infosec@asu.edu. We thank you for doing your part to safeguard our campuses and our community.
By protecting your accounts, you can protect yourself and the information you manage. Two important protection measures are least privilege and two-factor authentication. The concept of least privilege is to reduce the harm of a successful attack. This means that we always use as little access to systems and data as possible to get the job done. On your own computer, having a standard user account instead of an administrator or root account means that if an attacker gets your password or compromises your account in some other way, the harm he can do in your name is more limited. You can still do what you need to do when you need to do it by elevating your privileges, typing in a separate ID and password only when necessary to do things that we tend to do far less frequently, like install a new application or adjust a setting.
Two-factor authentication means that two things are required to use your account: something you have and something you know. Something you have might be like a smartphone or a desk phone, or something you know may be a password or a security question. In some cases, the second factor can be something you are, like your fingerprint. This reduces the chance that an attacker can impersonate you by guessing your password or stealing your phone. For more information about using a standard user account or two-factor authentication, please visit Get Protected.
Physical security is an important part of digital security. An attacker's job is easier if he can walk into your workspace and walk out with your laptop, phone, USB drive, or sensitive documents left on your desk. Anytime you leave your desk, be sure to lock up these items and lock or secure your desktop computer with a password-protected screensaver. And if you see an unrecognized disk or USB drive lying around, don't just plug it in. It could contain malware.
In an open university environment like ours, where few people wear identification badges, it's not just okay to pay attention to those unfamiliar faces, it's a duty. It is easy to buy an ASU shirt, research names of members of our departments, and smoothly get into our buildings. Don't be shy about asking, "Who are you looking for?" or "How can I help you?" And escorting newcomers to the front desk where they must sign in, show identification, or have the person they're supposed to meet called up in front to verify their identity.
Your department may have a security perimeter with an internal access restricted area dedicated to printers, copiers, file storage, and other potentially sensitive items. This is a good security practice. If it doesn't, and you must print sensitive documents, consider investing in a printer for your desk instead of printing to the community printer. For more information on how to keep our community safe, please visit Get Protected.
It is your responsibility to report behavior that clearly violates ASU policy, such as asking for passwords, going through other people's desks or materials, or making copies of sensitive information and keeping them where they don't belong. Don't remember the policy? Visit Get Protected and review.
In security discussions, we like to say, if you see something, say something. You can call the ASU hotline at 877-786-3385. You can email infosec@asu.edu or call our help desk at 855-278-5080. If something looks dangerous, don't hesitate to dial 911. Insider threats can also be caused by more innocent mistakes. For example, someone with access to many systems or a privileged account not following security guidelines and having that account compromised by an outside attacker.
But if something just doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to report it. It's people like you who have stopped major insider crime. Your instinct could save time, trouble, and money for the entire university community. We thank you for continuing to keep our community safe.
Is your department or unit considering implementing a new technology? If you are going to be standing up a new technology, the Information Security Office offers security reviews to assist each project team in integrating the new service in the most secure way possible.
The security review services are designed to guide each project team to implement technology solutions efficiently while minimizing the security risk. These reviews are required for all enterprise projects.
To request a security review, simply send an email to security.review@asu.edu. A meeting will be scheduled and a review document will be sent to be completed by the project team. This document serves as a project risk assessment guide and must be completed prior to scheduling the security review meeting.
At the meeting, an Information Security Office representative and the project team will review the information in a roundtable-like setting.
We have designed the security review documents as living documents to use as a checklist to update as the project progresses.
To find that information and more from this video, please visit our Get Protected site.
The techniques and tools we outline in this course will help you to protect yourself and your information from online threats.
However, no security tools or practices are foolproof even if you've taken every precaution. Sometimes bad things can happen.
If you think you see something that might be an information security concern involving ASU data or an ASU system, please report it immediately to the ASU Help Desk. The Help Desk will contact the Information Security Office as needed. The Information Security Office will then classify the concern as an event or an incident and notify the department responsible for the service. This includes standing up the ASU Information Security Incident Response Team as needed to address the concern.
On a personal note, because you are a part of the ASU community, if you think you've been the victim of identity theft, you are covered by the ASU All Clear ID Guarantee. This is an identity repair service that works with individuals who have questions about potential identity theft at no cost to you.
Please visit our Get Protected site for more information. This concludes this year's General Information Security Training.
You should now have a better understanding of how each individual can help improve ASU's overall security posture.
At this point, you may review the study guide or proceed directly to the quiz. The quiz only takes a few minutes, and you can retake the quiz as needed until you receive a passing score.
We thank you for your participation in keeping our community safe.